this is Final Reckoning. Let's get things started. The following contest is scheduled for a 5-way elimination #1 contenders match. And the winner of this match will move on to the main event tonight for the Rhodes Wrestling Association Heavyweight Championship.
Welcome to the RWA Bullpen.
Introducing first, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, and accompanied to the ring by Mama Lennox, he is Chad Lennox.
Welcome to the RWA Bullpen and welcome to Final Reckoning. I'm Stu Myrick. Ryan Belfort has the night off, so joining me on commentary, a graduate of the Rhodes Wrestling Academy and well-known commentator in the San Antonio and Austin area, Mike Wilkes. Welcome to the RWA.
Hello, hello. Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Stu. It has been a long time since I've been here in the bullpen, but happy to be back. Ryan Belfort cannot be here with us tonight. He told me to keep an eye on you, Stu. You better call it down the middle.
It's more like I usually have to keep an eye on him, but nevertheless, as we get ready for this 5-way elimination match, the winner will face Jimmy House for the RWA Championship later tonight.
Let's go, baby! Come on!
And introducing next, from Farmersville, Texas, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Peruvian Prince, Ozzy!
As Ozzy hits the ring, a former Rhodes Wrestling Academy champion.
And heading to the ring next, weighing 190 pounds, from Jacksonville, North Carolina, the flawless
Parker, another former Rhodes Wrestling Academy champion, hoping to set his sights on the RWA title.
He is a former RWA champion by defeating the Giant Hit. He is undefeated in chess, Scrabble, and tic-tac-toe. And many say he is undefeated in life. He is often complimented on his smile, charm, humor, and his massive personality. Now, with a leaner, sexier, and more chiseled physique, and hailing from every woman's dream, he is Corey Constantine.
Corey, very full of himself there. He always has been.
Very accomplished from his
comes the big man.
And heading next to the ring from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 300 pounds, he is a heavy hitter.
Hit coming in. So all 5 of these competitors, of the 5 competitors, 4 of them former Road Wrestling Academy champions. The only one that has never held the title, Chad Lennox.
Hold on. Let's not imply that Chad Lennox is somehow the lesser of these other 4 men in here, Stu. I mean, let's give Chad some credit here. He's definitely a well-traveled athlete.
He's got Mama Lennox in the corner, which I still don't understand her part in this, but
Mama Lennox, I can tell you, she's the enforcer. She's the most dangerous person out there, truth be told.
well, yeah, she can swing that walker like nobody's business. We get this action underway. Hit teeing off on Corey Constantine.
Chad Lennox trying to get involved there, but just shoved off for his efforts.
Meanwhile, Vin Parker and Ozzy. And yeah, Chad Lennox, he keeps bouncing back and forth and gets punished for his efforts.
Well, punished is a word for it, yes. Let's analyze what Chad's doing. Chad is in the wrong place.
He would definitely. And then just a vicious kick there, sending him out of the ring. And now it's Ozzy, Corey Constantine, and Hit.
Not quite the analysis I was going for there with Chad, but what can you say? Ozzy, killer drop kick. The big man with a senton, just squashing Corey Constantine. Good ball.
These guys, of course, Ozzy and Hit, friends. They tag together on occasion. Whereas the relationship between Hit and Vin Parker, I guess you could say it's complicated.
You could say that. That would be about the most polite thing you could say about that relationship if I could kind of feed on that a little bit. Vin Parker just tossed to the outside like he's nothing. The big man, the heavy hitter, just throwing a grown man to the floor.
And dumped him right on top of Constantine and Chad Lennox. And now you got Ozzy and Hit in the ring. I think they're going to try to team up on something.
I think it's a good idea, but on that point, alliances in this type of match are temporary at best, but Ozzy flying through the air. The Prince is airborne, taking out everybody on the outside.
Fantastic maneuver by Ozzy. Of course, give Hit the assist there. Kind of a little bit of a Hardy Boys maneuver there.
Well, hey.
Coming off the back of his partner.
Inspiration, imitation being the sincerest form of flattery there. You can call it what you want, but you can't argue with results. It worked, but you see Hit being held on the outside. Chad Lennox in the ring. Discus no, does not connect. Ozzy with the kicks into the elbow.
And now Ozzy, he's about to go on the rope, but no. Chad Lennox going for that short arm clothesline. And Ozzy with a sling blade there.
Down he goes, and let's not take away from what's going on the outside here as Ozzy and Chad Lennox go in the ring. Ozzy turned inside out with that lariat. Incredible. The big man Hit and Corey Constantine still going at it on the floor. This is still very much anyone's game. Let's not forget, Vin Parker still very much alive in this as well.
Absolutely. As all 5 of them. Chad Lennox. Vicious kick to Ozzy.
Beautiful kick to Ozzy. Just the form on that man. Oh!
Good stuff there. And I think Chad Lennox going for a cover, hooks the leg. But no, just a 2 count there. As you saw Hit and Corey Constantine battling outside the ring.
Oh, it looks like God may have just broken Hit's fingers.
Yeah, manipulating the phalanges there. Meanwhile, here comes Vin Parker.
With the rolls
up Chad Lennox for a 2 count.
Flawless Vin Parker in there. You see that? Not even trying to get Chad, but still connects. But the German catches Parker over. He goes to the inside out.
And then Chad Lennox with that missile drop kick.
And we have big Hit on the outside. Corey Constantine still out there. Vin Parker being forcibly dragged out of the ring by Hit.
Yeah, Hit just dragged him out of the ring. And look at Hit. Hit going after Mama Lennox. Mop guy showing up. Make sure the ringside area is clean.
Talking to Mama Lennox, that's taking your life in your own hands. Although Mop guy, we saw Mop guy and Chad Lennox at the last show. Maybe.
Absolutely. And
hold on! Good Lord!
And you saw the distraction.
A shining wizard takes out Chad Lennox and Styles.
Those clash from Ozzy going for the win. And Chad Lennox is eliminated.
Chad Lennox has been eliminated.
Incredible. I think Chad Lennox was robbed. Are you kidding me? This is a complete inside job on the part of Ozzy, Hit, Corey Constantine, all these guys. I'm sure that they had some collaboration before this. I'm going to talk to his mother. We're going to get to the bottom of this, Stu.
You want to talk to his mother, that's fine. Meanwhile, Ozzy and Hit facing off, but here comes Constantine and Parker to stop that from happening. Constantine, vicious knee there on Ozzy. Meanwhile, you got Vin Parker on that top turnbuckle. And now Hit just a flat-out sleeper hold there.
Vin Parker in a dangerous position, but does hit the counter. The big man's throat sent over the top rope and eats that enziguri from Corey Constantine. Hit on his knees.
And now,
it's trouble.
Look at Constantine. Huge impact there.
That running knee to the back of the head of Hit definitely doing its part to keep the big man off his feet. Smart game plan by Corey Constantine. Oh, and Vin Parker following up. Vicious boot to the corner. Corey Constantine looks like he's got nothing but bad intentions on his mind. He's in the same league with Vin Parker. What's going to happen here?
Yeah, look at but Ozzy kicking Vin Parker off that top turnbuckle.
Hold on.
Constantine with that DDT on Hit.
Plants the big man. Ozzy, though, already on top.
But catches the knee of Constantine. Yeah. And now Constantine has him up. Just drills him right in the head. Hooks the leg. But just a 2 count there.
Incredible kick out from Ozzy. I got to be honest with you, Stu. I thought it was over for the Prince there. You saw Corey Constantine hit that end of the road, and it usually is just that. His opponent's Ozzy by.
And you see Constantine taking the straps down off the ropes. Coming off the ropes again. And then just a flat-out stop. Sent on there by Constantine. Hooks the leg. Could we have another elimination? No. Just a 2 count.
Incredible offense from Corey Constantine there in that sequence, but he can't get in his own head. He's on the right track, but he's got to stay focused. Otherwise, there's a big man named Hit ready to keep your eye on the ball, but Vin Parker right on cue.
Vin Parker with that super kick there. And then Constantine taking the knee out. Now it's 15 yards for clipping in the NFL, but it's legal here.
It's all legal here.
Look at that.
Including the teeth that young lady got in the first row.
Parker was going after Hit, but he got Constantine instead as Hit ducks under and then Hit with that right uppercut. And now Hit going to work on Vin Parker. Parker up and over. Backbreaker there by Vin Parker.
A flawless backbreaker by Vin Parker there. And Corey Constantine giving Hit a bad face day. Is that going to be enough?
Again, just a 2 count.
Not enough. And Corey Constantine right back to what we were saying, literally throwing a tantrum in the ring.
And he can't do that. That's the quick way to lose. He's got to stay on his game.
He's got nothing left.
As you see Vin Parker doing
get a damn
exactly
chair.
that.
Get a damn chair,
right
Corey.
back to work.
Whatever you gotta
That's
do.
right, and I'm glad you pointed that out because Vin Parker, Corey Constantine, you can look at these two men and see two completely opposite ends of the coin.
Look,
two killer fighters. What does
Constantine's got a chair.
He can't be. Is he gonna just?
It's a multi-man match, so I guess no DQ. And he whacks Vin Parker. I guess that's retribution.
Retribution or just a smart play. Corey Constantine doing what he has to do to look out for himself, but no, disaster. Oh no!
Ricochet hit, Ozzy with a kick. And here comes Hit.
He's got the double underhook. What's the big man got in mind? Has him up. Oh, on the chair.
Just
Good
plants
Lord.
him. Going for the cover. And Constantine is eliminated.
Corey Constantine
guess you give Hit the cover with Oz and Ozzy with the assist on that one. So now we are down to Hit, Ozzy, and Vin Parker. The winner of this match will face Jimmy House for the RWA Championship later on tonight.
And like you said, Stu, it's still anybody's match between these three gentlemen here. Three hell of competitors. I mean, just matches seen so far with Chad Lennox, Corey Constantine putting on incredible displays, and we're not even halfway through now. Still three competitors to go in this match. This crowd seems like they're behind Hit, a little bit behind Ozzy.
Yeah, they just want to see a good face-off here. They want to see a good match between Ozzy and Hit.
Oh, come on. We don't have time for this.
These guys are, they tag together. And so here you go.
There you go, the big man.
Hit using his size off, but Ozzy with that speed. Taking out the knee. And that is a
Hit looks like he got caught. Glancing blow. Looks like he saw it coming just in the nick of time, but still got caught with it. Ozzy, this is exactly what we were saying, Stu. Taking too long to capitalize on the moment when you're in there with somebody like this monster. You've got to stay on him.
And you see Ozzy trying for the crucifix, but Hit too much left in him.
Case in point, what was I saying right there? Ozzy had the advantage, could have potentially eliminated Hit, and now look at him. He is caught going blow for blow, hit for hit, pun definitely intended, with this big man, and look what he gets for it.
Spinebuster there by Hit. Stacks him up for the cover. Just a 2 count. Here comes Vin Parker. Big knee there to Hit. And now all three competitors back in the ring.
Parker daring Hit to come in. He does, but manages to put on the brakes before spilling to the outside. Catches Vin's hand. Oh, no.
He fucked up.
Oh, and there's that big old bear paw going across the chest of Vin Parker.
Oh, but Hit gets caught. Eats the knee from Vin Parker. Kudos to Vin Parker managing to just absorb that blow from Hit, but gets
Here
caught.
goes Ozzy. Went with the crucifix pin, but only a 2 count. And now Ozzy going to work on Vin Parker.
Vin Parker trying to fight out of it. You see him lowering that center of gravity, trying to make sure he does not leave his feet. And he's got Ozzy.
He had Ozzy up in that torture rack position for a moment.
Looks like Ozzy's going for a cutter. No, shoved off into the corner. In comes Vin Parker. Ozzy managing to get out of the way. Vin Parker running back in now. Both of these men. Oh, Ozzy catches him with the cutter.
Beautiful cutter there off the second rope. Now Ozzy's got him too long to make the cover. Hooks the leg though, but just a 2 count. Ozzy took too long to try to get that cover.
Hitting the nail exactly on the head. He's taking too long to capitalize on these moments that he's making, and you cannot do that if you're in there with somebody like a flawless Vin Parker, like a Hit. These individuals who are so well traveled on the Texas independent scene and put down any number of names. You've got to be on top of your game if Ozzy can stay focused.
What the hell is Ozzy doing? Oh, just before he can get anything situated, Vin Parker stopping that momentum, and now Parker has Ozzy again in that torture rack position.
And wherever Ozzy's going to go, it's nowhere good. And down to Tilt-A-Whirl slam.
Going for the cover. And just a 2 count. Almost like a modified Blue Thunder Bomb there
from the
by
torture
Parker.
rack.
Yeah, from the torture rack position.
Absolutely.
Innovative offense for Vin Parker. Give him credit. He is creating the offense. And if you can just string together a few more moves like that, maybe he can get free.
Absolutely. Torture rack, Argentine backbreaker, whatever you want to call it. Ozzy's calling it pain right now as he's trying to fire back, but he's a boot to the jaw for his trouble.
And now Parker
Hold on
trying for a power bomb, but no, instead
Canadian Destroyer.
Plants Parker on the top of his head.
Vin Parker's not moving.
And neither is Ozzy. And now here comes Hit.
Vin's slowly, I think after they got as much instinct as anything else. I can't believe Vin Parker's 100% after just planting in the middle of the ring. But Ozzy sees what's right in front of him and knows he's got a whole new mountain to climb.
Is he going to take advantage of it?
Can he take advantage of it? At this point in the match, what do you do if you're Ozzy? You have been put through the ringer, and now you've got to face this big monster who will throw you across the ring just like that whenever he wants.
And now look at Hit perched in that corner, ready to explode. Oh, huge body splash there by Hit.
All that weight, all that inertia just sent right into the chest and rib cage of Ozzy. If he didn't crack something there, I would be impressed. But Hit's not done. Big toss out of the corner.
Just keeps tossing Ozzy across the. Oh, look, Hit pulling down the knee pad.
We know what's coming now. Oh, but he missed.
Ozzy missed. Hit catching nothing but turnbuckle pad there.
Hit, yeah, exactly. Hit the turnbuckle, but follows up. No, God, just planting on the canvas with that knee. Gotta think this is definitely not going according to plan for him.
And you know that's damaging to Hit's knee. You see him limping now. As Ozzy fighting out of the corner. And now Ozzy going up, tries for that cutter, but no.
Hit just too big, too strong, goes into the backbreaker, just lifts him up, and the power slam.
Just planted him, but look, he's favoring that right knee again.
And was that just a little bit too much for Hit, Stu? I mean, Ozzy is, of course, not exactly the biggest guy on the roster, but it is still a full-grown man. There's still a bunch of weight to be lifting up. Maybe just that tension and that weight on that ligament, maybe it was just too much.
Well, and then you come down with all of your weight. You know that's got to damage that knee. The knee pad pulls down. Hit screaming with
determination, maybe
I
just
guess, yeah.
yelling through the pain. But Ben Parker's still there. Ben Parker's got his feet. Ben Parker's
Ozzy goes for the cover, and he got the pin.
Ben Parker hooking the foot of Hit.
And you're right, Ben Parker holding Hit's feet down so he couldn't kick out of the pin. So now we are down to Ozzy and Ben Parker.
But hold on, look at Ozzy there, Stu. Looks like he may not be fully aware that Ben Parker is still in the matchup. Hold on, Ben Parker's what he got.
He's got brass knucks.
He's got brass knucks. You call it brass knucks, I call it an insurance policy.
And just walloped him for the win. And there it is.
Good night, Prince.
Parker with the assist from the brass knuckles. It is a multi-man match, so no DQ.
That's right. I need you to say that again one more time.
It is no DQ.
No DQ. That is right. What that means?
He will go on to face Jimmy House.
That's right.
For that RWA championship later on tonight.
That's right. And you may not agree with Ben Parker's tactics. I think I'll put that lightly, but I think, that's right on the button for you here, at least here, Stu. You seem to look on your face and what he's done in the middle of this match, but that's okay. You don't have to voice your biases and your opinions on the headset. Just take it from me. Ben Parker could be the next champ.
You are moving on.
I got it, sweetheart. Jimmy House, doesn't your fiance come to these shows? Well, she's not here tonight, and that's probably for good reason. I know she was there when you won the title at your highest point in your career. Was she there when you tore your MCL? When you tore your ACL? Nah. It's a good thing she's not here, but Claire, I know you're watching from home. So get a good shot of this. Claire, don't worry. I ain't gonna tear his MCL. I ain't gonna tear any of his muscles. I'm gonna tear his freaking leg off his body and beat him half to death with it for the RWA Championship.
You hear the word from Ben Parker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Parker, a few words. He just won and is heading to the main event and will face Jimmy House for the RWA Heavyweight Championship.
RWA fans, I am with Jasmine Allure.
Top tier. Jasmine Allure. Get it right, Emily.
top tier, Jasmine Allure, who is debuting here at Rose Wrestling Association Final Reckoning against the RWA Women's Champion, Vert Vixen. Jasmine, are you ready?
Oh, I am more than ready. I'm here to make a statement, to prove that I belong. And I need some gold around my waist, porque soy de primer nivel a nivel mundial. And RWA is about to get a whole lot more alluring.
Hold up. You gonna come in here with all of this attitude, all of this sass, acting like you the big girl here? Girl, maybe you should look in the mirror, because guess what? It's about to be game over for you.
¿Está perdida o qué?
Well, Jasmine Allure versus the RWA Women's Champion, Vert Vixen, at Final Reckoning.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
As we get ready for our next match, this is definitely a clash of styles, shall we say.
We can't say that. I mean, you are not wrong.
As Dad Bod.
Introducing first. He's coming from a garage in Austin, Texas, wearing Steely Dan.
Got good taste.
And he's accompanied to the ring by Cockrocker. He is weighing 232 pounds and a little bit more. Dad Bod.
Of course, we have seen Dad Bod, Cockrocker, one of the favorite tag teams here in the RWA. You see Cockrocker with that leaf blower helping with the flag there.
That's right, like a good partner does, Stu. That's what you do when you're in a tag team. You help each other out. That's being an assistant. That is being a good partner. You wish you were as good as partner as Cockrocker there, Stu.
I wish I had a good partner like Cockrocker.
I heard he was looking for you before the show.
We may have to talk. As Dad Bod proudly representing the Lone Star State. The referee wants the flag. Okay, can't let it touch the ground.
Better not.
And so now he's got a miniature flag. There we go.
That's right. That's called pride, ladies and gentlemen.
That's called being prepared.
Oh, I'm sorry. The referee doesn't like state pride. I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were ruling under martial law here. I'm
Get
sorry.
him out of the state. As we await his opponents.
And his opponent from Nanakuli, Hawaii, weighing in at 305 pounds. He is the messenger, Ativalu!
Ativalu, a graduate of the Rhodes Wrestling Academy, has also trained under the late great Afa, the Wild Samoans.
That's right. Not only trained under him, that's his uncle, Ativalu, a blood-related descendant of the Samoan dynasty.
Yet you see on his T-shirt, not your oos. So I guess we don't have to throw up the ones on this one, right?
Well, I mean, if he asked me to, I'm not going to say no. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I agree. Absolutely. As we get underway on this match, again, clash of styles.
A clash of styles. I know we said that at the beginning of this. I know we did, but let's be honest here, Stu. Is this a clash of styles, or is this somebody just being fed to a lie?
I think it might be definitely a clash of philosophies.
Philosophies. Okay. Well, I see you're trying to walk the line here, Stu. Don't worry. I'll call it for what it is.
I try to be neutral.
Well, luckily for all of our viewers, I'm going to be straight with them. Dad Bod here, if he's not careful, is going to wind up underneath a headstone. Okay. Let's not fool ourselves under what's going on here. Ativalu, He is called the messenger, Stu. Do you know why he's called that?
I don't know why.
He is called that because his uncle Alpha would send him personally to deliver his quote-unquote messages. And I'll tell you, those messages are a lot like that shot in the jaw that Dad Bod used to do. But this is all to say that is not a man that you're in there to play these stupid games with. Otherwise, you get your jaw rocked like Dad Bod is in the corner.
I mean, Ativalu shots in the corner there. Definitely sending a message to Dad Bod. Oh, Dad Bod, though, gets out of the way.
But
Ativalu, he got caught there. And now, you see Dad Bod trying to fight out. Oh, just a vicious clothesline to the back of the head of Dad Bod.
And what are you going to do? I mean, Dad Bod, yes, all the credit in the world. He's trying so hard to fight off this monster. But what do you do against that?
Look at Cockrocker. He's up on the apron. What is he going to do?
Get rocked himself if he's not careful.
I think you may be right.
Oh, hold on. What is this?
The leaf blower.
No.
It's the leaf blower.
I know it's on Sundays, but we already did the lawn work. Get him out of here.
Chop block there by Dad Bod. Oh, but then gets clotheslined.
And just like that, Ativalu back in control. One hand just manhandling Dad Bod. The Manapua.
And that is it.
And your winner!
Throw it up, Stu. He's doing it.
Messenger!
I'm going to tell him he didn't.
Ativalu making quick work of Dad Bod here tonight in Final Reckoning. Man, he is a tough individual.
That's right. That's as lightly as you can put it. If that Manapua, that slam that sealed Dad Bod here tonight doesn't give you some idea what you can expect, just go back and look at that look he was giving the camera as he was walking to the back. That man is all business.
You see Cockrocker there helping out his partner Dad Bod as they head to the back. And we get set for our next match.
Where's he even going? That's not the way out.
Maybe he's gonna go sell some merch. Maybe he's gonna try to get some merch done.
Or maybe Ativalu hit him a little bit harder than even we were thinking.
He's going around acknowledging the fans here at
distasteful.
The RWA.
Distasteful. You mean to tell me these fans are celebrating the absolute beating this man took? They ought to be ashamed of themselves.
No, they want to give him credit for at least trying.
Ready. You survived. Good job, Dad Bod.
He did survive. Actually, that's not such a bad thing. As Mop Guy cleaning up the ringside area. Shout out to Mop Guy.
Shout out to Mop Guy. After costing Chad Lennox his spot in the opening bout. No, she didn't throw that out there, Stu.
How's everybody doing tonight so far? All right, the following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Women's action coming up next.
Introducing first, from Lomisa, Texas. She is the Spitfire, Drea.
Drea, a former Rhodes Wrestling Academy Women's Champion. Coming out. This might be her toughest challenge to date. But she seems up for it.
I agree with you on the first part. I do definitely think this is going to be Drea's toughest challenge to date. Drea has been on the Texas independent scene for a minute now, has had her fair share of challenges and tough battles, but Stu, let's be honest here. There's no amount of tough battles or competitors that can really prepare you
and
for
her
this.
opponent, weighing in at 1,000 lost souls. They are the Living Dead Girl, Abadon.
Abadon, the Living Dead Girl, coming out to the ring.
Absolute unnerving presence.
No kidding. No kidding. I mean, anytime she gets in a ring, that's got to be something on the mind of her opponent.
Well, how can it not be? I mean, we just alluded to it a little bit earlier when Drea was coming out here. But how do you prepare for someone like Abadon? I mean, you're not in there with somebody who's gonna, grab a headlock with you. They're not somebody that's gonna do all of that. Yeah, Abadon is a psychopath.
Yeah, you're not going to do catch-as-catch-can wrestling. That's for sure. I mean, Abadon is a whole different wrestler.
To put it lightly, a whole different being.
Yeah, I think you may be right there. And you're right. Drea seems a little hesitant.
Well, how can you blame her? I mean, look at this. She's in the ring with just an undead maniac in the form of Abadon trying to grab Drea's hair, not even following the rules that are laid out for the match. Do you believe this?
By the way, Abadon's hair looks suspiciously like one Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer. Shout out to Lance.
Wait, what are you trying to say? She's got some connections?
I'm just saying.
We got Drea in this hammerlock.
Yeah, Abadon has that arm fully pinned back.
And you see her trapping it.
And this is actually some catch-as-catch-can wrestling
Took
here.
the words right out of my mouth. We just got through talking about how Abadon is just this brutal competitor, but here she is showing off her skill sets in the middle of that ring, going for an arm breaker. And Drea, to her credit, knows she's got to keep those hands locked.
Got a 2 count. And remember, Abadon has gone. She's competed for the Ring of Honor Women's World title, currently held by Athena.
Been on AEW, has been around the world at this point. If there's one figure who's well known on the women's wrestling scene, Abadon's definitely up there and is one of them. Drea finding that out. Elbow followed by the uppercut.
And Abadon on top has all the momentum right now. As Drea in the corner, the double knees.
And the living dead girl not done. Sizing Drea up as she comes out of the corner.
Oh, just plants her. And now rolls her over, going for the cover. Just a 2 count there as Drea survives, at least for the moment.
Maybe by luck there, but she is doing the smart thing here, Stu. Rolling out, getting on the outside, and letting these idiots in the crowd know what's up, but has to keep her eye on Abadon.
Missile drop kick. Don't call them idiots. They're fans.
Why? Does the truth hurt you, Stu?
They're not idiots. There are some of our people.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, Stu.
You don't hurt my feelings.
Are
I'm
you
just
sure?
saying,
It
give
like
respect to the fans.
I will not.
And now action is spilled to the outside momentarily, although as they make their way back to the ring.
Drea planning on with these kicks, trying to get some type of offense going against Abadon. You see her, Stu, just those big clubbing blows to the back of Abadon, but is it going to be enough at the end of it? Got that hair you were just talking about. Looks like she's got her own plan, just using it to throw Abadon across the ring in the opposing corner.
And I think in this match, whatever works, because, you can gain momentum, and Drea definitely has the momentum right now. You keep at it.
I see.
Look at that. Look at that.
So when it's Drea, it's anything goes, but when it's Ben Parker trying to win the match, then all of a sudden you've got a problem with the methods. I see your game here, Stu.
I wonder what Ben Parker would do with Abadon.
Ben Parker would hold on to those knucks, I'm willing to bet. And Drea draping that knee across the back of Abadon, trying to choke her across the middle row, but how effective is that going to be against Abadon?
I don't know. Drea off the ropes. And the double knees to Abadon. Oh, and then just kicks her off the rope. Now pulls her away from the ropes. Good ring strategy, knowing exactly where you are in the ring. That way she couldn't use the ropes to break the count and had to kick out.
I will agree with you there. It just showed good ring presence and ring awareness by Drea. But as we see here, Abadon planting her feet, preventing her from going over that suplex. It only gets her so far.
Package. And Abadon with a 2 count. Oh, just that vicious kick by Drea.
Step up in the leg. Goes for the pin.
Again, just a 2.
You know what? I'll say it. I'm a little impressed with what we've seen out of Drea here tonight. It's definitely more than I was expecting going into this. I mean, Abadon has not ripped her face off, so I will give her props for that.
This is true. And as you said earlier, Drea, well-traveled through the independent scene, especially here in the state of Texas.
Oh,
going up against a star like Abadon. Drea hooking the leg. And you saw how she tried to grapevine the other leg. Again, good strategy by Drea.
Speaking to that point, you see Drea trying to float over, but Abadon, to her ring awareness as well, managing to sense her predicament, rolls Drea over. Does not get the pin, but does manage to break the hold.
As Drea grabs hold of Abadon, sends Abadon in the corner. Goes in after her, high knee there.
The Spitfire. Oh, laying it into Abadon in the corner. That drop kick has the living dead girl draped over the bottom rope.
Yeah,
Although, to be honest,
sure.
I don't really know if that's different from her usual state.
Yes, I was going to say, I don't know if Abadon knows where she is right now, but then again, not sure if she ever knows where she is. And now, Drea using the rope there.
And what else is she using, Stu? She was using the hair, which I noticed you also did not call out. Again, showing your biases in this match, Stu. Again, noting that for our fans here. That's all. That's all.
Not biased. I'm just calling it like I see it.
You're not seeing the referee.
The referee was counting him. The referee was counting her off the ropes anyway. And look at Drea on that second turnbuckle, but Abadon fighting out of it. Successive headbutts.
Gets Abadon back in control, gets her out of dangerous position. Drea, though, talking about her still up on that top turnbuckle, still in danger. You see her realizing where she's at.
Looks like Abadon planning on something.
Oh, the straight jacket blockbuster off the top of the rope.
It just pulls her down, and you look at that look on Abadon's face. She now knows. She smells the blood in the water. And she slowly crawls towards Drea.
If that's not one of the most unnerving things you can see across the ring, I don't know what is an actual undead monstrosity sizing up her prey. What do you do, Stu?
I mean, look at Drea begging her off. And then just a paintbrush of a slap.
I don't know about that strategy from Drea.
And now they trade blows there. Drea, Abadon just punching at each other. A hockey fight breaking out in the middle of the ring.
Well, like they tell you, Stu, it ain't ballet. This is always what it was about, just woman to woman or woman to zombie, as the case may be. In the middle of that ring, just trying to get the victory. Drea fighting out of the cutter, but eats the lariat. Down she goes.
Big clothesline by Abadon. Back elbow. And now, and then a vicious cutter by Abadon.
Goes for the pin. Is she going to get it?
Hooks the leg for the victory. Kick out at 2.
And if it were me, Drea, I don't know why Drea kicked out of that, to be quite honest with you. Drea, if I was you, go home.
Are you saying
Drea,
she should live to fight another day?
Absolutely. Do you see who she's in there with? Are you kidding me, Stu?
But, we have seen her over the last few years. She is not a quitter. You got to give her credit for that.
And I do. And I'm not taking anything away from Drea as she hits that big boot to Abadon in the corner. And the pump kick hits.
Pump kick right in the middle of the ring. Went for a clothesline. Abadon ducking under. And now Abadon looks to tie her up in the middle of the ring.
Looks like Abadon might be going, if she can get that bridge, going for the cattle mutilation. Andrea, though, looks like she's trying to roll out of it. Does so successfully, managing to break out of it. Abadon, though, gets caught.
Now Drea, almost a version of the STF.
She can keep that locked in. Abadon can't go anywhere. They're far enough from the ropes. If Drea can keep Abadon there, this could be it.
It could be, although Abadon looks like trying to get her knees.
Abadon taking a bite out of her hand. Living up to her reputation and everything we've seen from her so far. Abadon's gotten a taste of blood and she likes it.
If Abadon bites Drea, does Drea become a zombie?
I'm not trying to stick around to find out.
Me neither. As Drea has her in the middle of the ring, but Abadon ducking under.
Drea with the counter into the backstabber.
Backstabber has Abadon reeling. And now Drea, double unhook.
No, Abadon fights out of it. And her.
Beautiful maneuver. Hooking the leg and gets the 3.
And here's your winner, Abadon.
Give Drea credit. She was in for the fight, but Abadon just too crafty for her. And she picks up the victory here at Final Reckoning.
Drea in it for the fight. Abadon in it for a little bit more than that. Not only the fight, maybe her nightly meal as she picks up the victory here tonight. And if I'm in the women's division here in the Rhodes Wrestling Association, I'm worried if I'm going to be next.
I'll tell you what, I think Vert Vixen, if she survives, either Vert Vixen or Jasmine Allure, whoever comes out as women's champion, needs to have eyes on Abadon because you know she wants to go after that gold.
And we'll have to see if the Living Dead girl gets that opportunity at a later show, but we're not done here tonight.
Not done. We still got plenty of action. 2 title matches later on.
Are you ready for some more wrestling?
As Mop Guy keeping. Oh, and here Chad Lennox attacking Mop Guy.
That's right, Chad. Give him what he deserves. Give him what he deserves, Chad. That's right.
That pump kick by Chad Lennox. I guess Chad Lennox not forgetting what happened last month.
Not forgetting the shame that he endured at the hands of this janitor, this Mop Guy.
I'm sure Chad Lennox endures a lot of shame.
Oh, God. That
just planted him.
Gonna endure a night in the hospital. Chad Lennox.
Almost a package pile driver there by Chad Lennox. I mean, Mop Guy, all he's doing is cleaning up the ringside area.
Oh, he's doing a clean side area. No, that's what Chad is doing. Chad is cleaning up the ringside area, and he is taking out the trash. You are welcome, Stu.
Chad Lennox has got to be one of the nastiest individuals someone can ever have the displeasure of meeting.
Well,
and now look at him take it out on the mop.
As he should.
What did the mop ever do?
The mop is guilty by association. You know that as well as I do, Stu.
T.Y. Shane, I'm so glad that I could get a few minutes with you. I want to check in because you just recently had a devastating loss in the Rhodes Cup tournament, and now you're heading into a rematch against Movie Mike, who is the Rhodes Cup winner. What's your mindset heading into this?
LOG, LOG, LOG. You walk around with these newspapers, you tear your shirt, you talk about all that LOG crap, you talk everything. That's not Okie shit. That's coward shit. You yellow belly pig. Pig! Pig! You talk about all that, and you stole that trophy from me. That trophy whispered to me, Movie Mike. It said to me, champ, you're the champ. And then you took it from me. Looking all slim, looking all fit, huh? You look better when you were fat. And there ain't nothing special about you. Hollywood shit, nothing. You want to talk about all these dreams you got? Movie Mike, son, you keep talking like that. You're gonna your way to the Lord. Because I'm the real Okie, and this is some real Okie shit.
Thank you, T.Y., for your time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a singles match.
Singles action upcoming as we see the former RWA champion.
Introducing first, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, he is everything you're aiming for. The Bullseye,
Cordell, after losing the title to Jimmy House last month, trying to climb back into title contention.
Trying be the operative word. Cordell, you gotta know he's having a lot on his mind after the last show, not how he wanted to go home at the end of the night, losing that title to Jimmy House, who we'll see how's Cordell gonna recover. That's gonna be a big factor going into this.
You're absolutely right. As we await Cordell's opponent.
And introducing his opponent, from Fayetteville, North Carolina, Shamir Alexander.
Shamir Alexander stepping up to the plate to challenge the former champion Cordell.
And is he going to have what it takes? I mean, we did just talk about Cordell losing that title, but let's not take anything away from the man. Still one hell of a competitor, one of the best here at the Rhodes Wrestling Association.
You're absolutely right. And Shamir Alexander, Shamir Alexander, a recent graduate of the Rhodes Wrestling Academy.
Oh, well, good for him.
As bell sounds, we are underway.
This is what you wanted, huh? You wanted your shot? You wanted your shot?
Cordell having some words with Shamir Alexander.
Sounded like telling him the equivalent of be careful what you wish for. Shamir Alexander going up against the former champion. And for somebody, Stu just said, he's one of the graduates from the Rhodes Wrestling Academy here. This is a big opportunity to be relatively early in your career, fresh out of the gate. You're going up against the former champion.
You're right. Collar and elbow tie up. Shamir Alexander has that arm wrenched back. So this will be a big test for Shamir Alexander, no doubt about it.
Cordell already looking good, putting Shamir over, with that snapmare takeover. Shamir, though, with the kip up.
Nice kip up by Shamir.
And both men pacing. Cordell looking more than a little annoyed at the situation.
Well, and I'm sure that annoyance carried over from not having that RWA championship around his waist anymore. He wants, but as I said, trying to work back. He wants to become a two-time champion. Then again, Shamir Alexander, a nice shoulder block there by Alexander. And he has some words for Cordell.
I'm sure he does, and I'm sure Shamir has all the world championship dreams that one usually has when they step between those ropes. But how many people can we say have come through here with those same dreams?
That's true.
Stu?
That's true.
All that matters is how you put in the work between those ropes, and Cordell is giving him that work. But Shamir Alexander with the waist lock.
Yeah, Cordell with that back elbow. Oh, but Alexander, nice drop kick there by Alexander on Cordell. Oh, and then just vicious uppercut there.
Running European touches Cordell. Shamir has him up and down. The side suplex has him down. And the senton squashing Cordell all
Hooks
the
the
way.
leg. Gets a 2 count on Cordell.
But I'll tell you what, Stu, if Shamir wants to stay alive in this match, that's exactly what he's got to do. You can't be playing with your kid gloves in there with a competitor like Cordell. You've got to be on your A game, and you cannot give him any chance to recover. Otherwise, you wind up in a situation like this. Cordell coming in.
Up and over. And I think Cordell caught maybe a finger in the eye of Shamir Alexander.
Oh, look, come on now, Stu. Look, I mean, he's using everything at his disposal. Is that not right? Oh, the neck breaker over the top rope.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
That absolutely
Alexander.
has to hurt. And fans, that is steel cable, those ring ropes. That is not a good position to be in. Cordell, using it as a springboard to stomp on Shamir.
And going at it again. Boot to the midsection of Alexander. Alexander makes his way to the corner. Cordell going after him. And I think, to your point, just like we were talking about, Shamir Alexander has to stay on target. Cordell has to do the same thing. Cordell does have a habit of sometimes showboating a little bit. And I think that's what cost him that title last month.
Well,
so he's got to stay on task as well.
I'm not going to say
Shamir's no slack.
Sure, and I'm not going to say there's nothing to that. Of course, we all saw the show last time around. We don't need to dwell on the past here, Stu, okay? But to your point, Shamir does show that potential, but he's got to the point we were just talking about, he's effectively in there with a wounded animal in the form of Cordell, a man who's very hungry to prove he still belongs here in the Rhodes Wrestling Association. And this is a man who I believe we could see driven to some new extremes if he can't get there in time that's working for him. But Shamir Alexander
off the ropes, but then gets met with a drop kick there by Cordell.
And just like that, the former champion showing why he is just that, maybe a little too easy for the bullseye of pro wrestling.
But here's what I was talking about, taking time to showboat.
Well, why wouldn't he, Stu? I mean, come on, let's be a little honest here. I mean, Shamir Alexander, of course, we've been singing his praises this match. He's earned every bit of it. But again, and we've said this multiple times, Cordell is a former RWA champion. It is a different caliber of athlete, and Shamir Alexander has to prove that he belongs there.
Cordell with that double axe handle to the back of Alexander. Now in the center of the ring. Beautiful suplex by Cordell. Going for the pin. Just a 2 count.
See Cordell eyeing the referee there, making sure he's on point. And as he should, the referee needs to get into position a little bit faster.
The referee guy, you going to turn in Jesse the Body you on me? The referee was in position.
Well, thank you for the compliment, first of all.
Cordell going back to work on Alexander, drags him to the center of the ring. And then just drops that elbow in again. Elbows across the midsection.
Oh, one more time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Are we going to see number 4? Nope, just flex on him, champ. That's right.
Meanwhile, Shamir Alexander getting up. Small package for the win. No, just a 2 count.
Close call for Cordell, but had hooked. Looks like he was going for almost an exploder setup there, but an innovative maneuver manages to shift his hips in midair, planting Shamir Alexander.
And I think Cordell was actually upset that Shamir Alexander caught him like that. Now, Cordell up top. Big splash. Hooks the leg. Oh, but Shamir Alexander kicking out at 2.
You've got to be kidding me. The frog splash from Cordell off the top rope. He got all of it. Hit it as flush as you could possibly hit that maneuver. And Shamir Alexander still kicking out.
Shamir Alexander, I think, proving a little tougher than Cordell was expecting. Cordell with that front face lock. Alexander trying to fight out of it.
Unsuccessfully so far. There we go.
Now he's out. And just a roundhouse right by Alexander.
Just that smashing forearm across the jaw of Cordell, but does manage to get up with the reversal. Hits the ropes.
Big spine buster by Alexander. Hooks the leg for the victory. 2 3/4.
It's going to take a little more than that. You're on the right path there, Shamir, but you got to remember, Cordell's been to the dance and he's trying to go back.
Alexander going right back to work. Sends Cordell in the corner and goes in right after him with that uppercut. And now
Shamir making the smart move out there, kept following Cordell into the corner, pressing against him with his weight. Another running European uppercut catches him just square.
And I think this strategy is working. This is the strategy that Alexander needs to continue. Throws Cordell, center of the ring.
Cordell definitely in a position that he would not want to be in.
Now Alexander going outside. He's on the apron. I think he wants to try some sort of slingshot. Oh, but catches nothing but canvas as Cordell moves out of the way.
You had it right, Stu, going for that slingshot senton back to the inside, but Cordell had it scouted.
Then the stomp by Cordell.
The big stepper. Is that going to be in?
Going for the cover and gets the 3.
And your winner, the Bullpen.
Shamir Alexander was game, but in the end, Cordell just too much for Shamir Alexander. And I think he's asking for the microphone. Let's hear from Cordell. Let's see what the former champion has to say.
So, I'm gonna need somebody in here to help me make it make sense. Because I've been trying to figure out how everybody else here gets rewarded when they lose, except for Cordell. I mean, think about it. Everybody in that 5-way earlier lost last show, right? Right? All right, except for Chad Lennox. Chad Lennox did win last month. But I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. He beat up our damn janitor. He beat up Mop Guy. I mean, come on. That's the type of stuff we're rewarding?
What if the Mop Guy deserves it?
I'm cheering for Mop Guy.
He did not.
I mean, even Jimmy House. Y'all RWA champion. Don't cheer for him. He got in the ring with me, guess what? I beat his ass. He got a rematch. I beat his ass again. I mean, come on, make it make sense. It makes it make sense. It's all good, though. It's all good, though. It's all good, though. You know why? Because I'm going to keep stepping. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep big stepping. I'm going to keep big stepping on everybody's neck that gets in this ring with me until everybody in the back and all you stupid ass fans that booed me for the last 5 months realize that I'm still the bullseye of pro wrestling, and it doesn't matter if I have a title or not, because I am still everything that everybody in this business is aiming for.
Strong words from Cordell. He's eyeing to get back that title. He says he is the man, whether he has the title or not.
Well, you know what? He brought up some good points, Stu. I mean, how come he wasn't there in that 5-way in the first match? How come Dustin didn't put him in there? Is there some favoritism going on? Is maybe Cordell is getting some unfair treatment? I think this bears some investigation.
You go ask.
Fans, I wanted to make a quick announcement. We have just learned that the RWA Outlaws, the new tag team champions that were just crowned, will not be in attendance tonight at Final Reckoning. Yes, I know, we are all very disappointed, but we have some good news. On April 27th, there will be a tag team tournament to crown potentially new tag team champions. So save the date. April 27th is the new Rhodes Wrestling Association show, and we will have a tag team tournament. So let's move on to the rest of the show, and we will get to our next match. Take it away, Kristen.
Great news, April 27th, Spring Chaos, a tag team tournament here in the RWA. Make sure you get your tickets for that huge event.
All right, everybody, are you ready for the next match? All right, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a tag team match.
As we get set for tag team action, we will see for the first time in the RWA a new tag team.
Introducing first, from the Transcendent Compound in Waco, Texas, weighing in at a combined weight of 515 pounds, the Transcendent.
The Transcendent, Bear County Bastard, Ollie Emerson. Both, of course, former Rhodes Wrestling Academy graduates, have found this, shall we say, kinship.
I like that word. We can say kinship. It's a good one. Whatever you want to call it. Eli and the Bear County Bastard do definitely seem to be on the same page. One of the newer tag teams that has come together here in the RWA, but nonetheless, seems like they have clicked very well right out of the gate. I gotta tell you, Stu, my brief time here, just taking a look at these two guys, whatever it is Ollie Emerson is selling, the Bear County Bastard is definitely buying. He is one of his, if not the most faithful guy he has around.
And their opponents, making their way to the ring from Austin, Texas, weighing in a combined weight of 380 pounds. They are the Texas Outlaws.
Texas Outlaws, the former RWA Tag Team Champions, facing off against the Transcendent.
Oh, hold on, Stu.
And they're going at it already. They're not waiting for the bell. You see Wyatt Rhodes on Ollie Emerson, Wayne Rhodes on Bear County Bastard.
Both of these two, you see. All there in the corner. Trying to see Ollie and Wyatt and Wayne trying to see what kind of offense they're going to come up with. There we go, the lift-off crossbody.
Beautiful maneuver by the Rhodes. The Texas Outlaws hitting on all cylinders.
Eli managing to fight off Wyatt, but Wayne right behind his brother.
Here comes Bear County Bastard.
Oh, no!
Friendly fire there, hits Ollie Emerson, and then double drop kick on the Bastard.
In stereo, down they go. Strong showing by the Texas Outlaws here in the opening moments.
And just like we were talking about with Cordell, you know Wayne and Wyatt want to get back in contention for those RWA Tag Team titles currently held by the RWA Outlaws, who wouldn't see fit to be in attendance tonight.
What are you trying to imply, Stu? What are you really trying to say about your tag team?
If you're a champion, you should be here to defend them. That's all I'm saying.
You don't know what they had. Maybe they had a family emergency. You don't know.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they needed a new mask done. They couldn't get it done in time. You don't know their lives, Stu.
Be that as it may, looks like Wayne Rhodes is going to start out for the Texas Outlaws. Bear County Bastard for the Transcendent. And as we mentioned, it's a kind of an interesting relationship. Ollie Emerson calls himself the Morning Star. You know, even when he was training here, kind of himself as kind of a cult leader type individual. As Wyatt going for the cover, gets the 2 count.
Looks like quick tags in and out by the Texas Outlaws here so far. Wyatt Rhodes in now. He's got the headlock firmly applied on the Bear County Bastard. Tags in his brother.
Tagging in Wayne. Wayne off the ropes. Oh, but I think the Bastard ducked.
Disaster kick, saw it coming.
And now, Bastard missing with clotheslines.
Going for the crossbody.
Look at Bastard catching Wayne.
No, looks like Wayne again trying to adjust.
Hooking the leg. Just a 2 count.
The ring awareness of these two young men should be commended. I mean, unable to really stop the offense, and the Bear County Bastard just now blatantly choking the young man in the middle of the ring.
Looked like he had his thumbs in the eyes. And you see Bear County Bastard looking to Ollie Emerson for approval. So these two, you know, working on the independent scene, have seemingly found each other. And so now you get the Transcendent.
And good for them. I don't like the way you're saying that's such a negative context there, Stu, implying that this finding of each other is somehow a negative thing. I think we need to be very grateful that we have a team like the Transcendent here. I know one thing. I know Wayne is not very grateful for that right now. Ollie Emerson, Bear County Bastard now working those quick tags in and out.
Well, I don't know of a cult that was ever...
Whoa, who said anything about a cult?
Ollie Emerson calls himself a cult leader.
Well, he can say that. He can say that. You cannot say that.
Listen, you look at history. Look at Wyatt Rhodes trying to get in. The referee has him distracted, so you had the double team from the Transcendent. And now Ollie Emerson has Wayne Rhodes in the corner. Big chop there by Emerson. Tags in the Bastard.
And note, Stu, you notice Ollie, as soon as he threw that chop, kept his weight on Wayne there in the corner, making sure the young man could not move and could not get away before the Bear County Bastard could take control.
Oh, just plants him. And now Emerson off the rope. Knee to the back of the head. Hooks the leg. Could he get a win? No. Just a count of 2.
But I'll tell you what.
See Wyatt Rhodes just chomping at the bit to get in the ring.
And he can chomp at the bit all he wants. He is bound by that tag rope in the corner. The young man, I know he probably hates what he's seeing. Too bad for him. There's absolutely nothing he can do about it. Big suplex takes his brother over. Wayne there in the middle of the ring.
Now, why is Ollie Emerson not going for a pin here? He's just laying there, admiring his work.
As he should, perhaps, but I do understand your point.
I would have gone for a pin.
Match.
I mean, the object is to win the match.
Well, the object is to win the match. Maybe the object is to admire your handiwork, Stu. Maybe if you are an artist and you are in there with your canvas, you want to admire your work. I wouldn't expect you to know anything about that, Stu.
I like art. I have a good friend named Art. Nevertheless, Bastard has Wayne Rhodes up.
Watch this.
Oh, just planted. Might be the opening that the Outlaws need.
Wayne had just enough in him to reverse into that DDT, managing to plant the Bastard right there. And just like you said, Stu, if they were going to get an opening, if there was ever a time for the Texas Outlaws to get back into this match, it is right now. But if you're Wayne, can you pull it together? Can you get over to that corner? Wyatt's got his hand out as far as it can go.
He's got to make it to the corner. Emerson tagged in, Wyatt tagged in. Here comes Wyatt Rhodes on Ollie Emerson. That flying clothesline, and another. And Wyatt Rhodes in like a house on fire. Ducks under, big boot to the midsection of Ollie Emerson.
Hold on, did he right the eyes?
And then drop down, reminiscent of his uncle. Nice bulldog by Wyatt.
What are you saying about his uncle? His uncle cheater too, Stu?
Oh. Now, Ollie Emerson, big forearm there to Wyatt Rhodes.
That is what the Transcendent needed. Ollie Emerson taking out his frustration on both of the Rhodes brothers.
Knocks Wayne off the apron. And now brings Wyatt over to their corner, tagging in the Bastard. Bear County Bastard in the ring now. Looks like they're going for a double team maneuver.
Transcendent, they've got to a count of 5, but Wyatt fighting out that.
Nice missile drop kick. Wayne kicks him. And now, crossroads by Wyatt.
And the final reckoning by Wayne. Tandem finishers, is that going to be enough? Although Stu just goes back to what we were talking about. No pin attempt by either one.
I think they want to finish him off. Picks him up. Oh! Beautiful maneuver.
A deadly drop by the Outlaws.
A good awareness. And they get the 3.
And here are your winners, the Texas Outlaws, Wyatt and Wayne Rhodes.
And you saw there, Wyatt made the maneuver, but knew enough to get out of the way. Since Wayne was the legal man in the ring, he got the pinfall, and he gets the victory for the Texas Outlaws.
And you know, I'll give it to these young men. Sure, a hard-fought victory by them. I do think the Transcendent, I think we're going to see more of them in the future. I want to see more of them in the future. Hopefully they can hammer out the defects in their game. But sure, we won't take anything away from these young men. The Texas Outlaws, Wayne and Wyatt Rhodes, picking up the victory here at Final Reckoning.
Absolutely. Great victory by the Texas Outlaws as they try to climb their way back to contention for those RWA Tag Team titles.
All right, everybody, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the RWA Women's Championship.
As we continue on, Final Reckoning here at the Rhodes Wrestling Association. We are set to see who's going to win the RWA Women's Championship as top tier Jasmine O'Rourke makes her way to the ring. Jasmine O'Rourke, of course, familiar to fans here in Central Texas.
Just like that, there's your familiarity. That fan's real familiar, I promise you.
She has a bit of an attitude, to be sure.
Is it attitude or is it confidence, Stu? Is it just
might be a little both. I'll give you that. Might be a little bit of both. As she gets set to face the RWA Women's Champion, who's about to come out now. Someone that she is very familiar with. We will talk about that here in a bit. There is the RWA Women's Champion, Player 1, Bert Vixen. He has had a grasp on that title since our first event back in December.
Tell you what, player one has racked up quite the KD ratio. If we can keep that going a little bit. Player one, Vert Vixen, just like you said, Stu, picked up that title and has run with it ever since, knocking aside every challenger that stepped up so far. As recently as the last show, Sophia Rose being the latest challenger turned aside.
First, the challenger to my left. From Orlando, Florida, she is top tier, Jasmine Allure.
Calm down, Stu. Calm down.
And her opponent, the reigning RWA Women's Champion. She is player one. From Austin, Texas, Vert Vixen.
Crowd showing their approval for the champion. As we get set for this match, referee taking hold of that RWA championship belt. Beautiful championship belt. And now show it to Jasmine Allure.
I mean, the referee might as well just hand it to her. Let's just not waste our time here.
Well, let's have a match. You know what they say, any given Sunday, as the bell sounds, we are underway. Now, this is going to be a unique match because these two are intimately familiar with each other. They train together. They fought beside each other. They fought against each other over the last 8-9 years at least. And so they, like I said, they very familiar with each other, and this is just another chapter in their storied rivalry.
And you're seeing that play out right now. Both of these two women just a tit for tat. As soon as one of them seems to get an advantage, there's a counter waiting right for them. And you're exactly right, Steve. Both of these women came up together, training together, wrestled together before. And their careers, I mean, let's be quite honest, they've mirrored each other in more ways than one in that respect. Both of them world travel talents. Both of them have faced legends in women's wrestling history, past and present. Both arguably at the top of their game right now. Vert Vixen, though, with the big shoulder tackle, takes down Jasmine.
You're absolutely right. Vert Vixen, well known, as is Jasmine Allure. I mean, you said it, world travel, both of them. Quick cover, count one there. Same thing for Vert Vixen.
Just what we were talking about, just both of them knowing each other so well, able to read each other's offense. Vert Vixen, as soon as we say that, Caesar trips Jasmine Allure, hits the ropes one more time, European uppercut.
And now hooks the leg, gets a 2 count. You got to imagine it's going to come down to who makes the mistake. Who makes that one mistake that their opponent can capitalize on? Because again, they know each other so well. Is Jasmine Allure, waist lock. Oh, Vert Vixen fighting out of that back elbow.
I'm not going to say you're wrong there, Stu. It's definitely a case of who's going to make the first mistake. Although I will say it is a good thing that Jasmine Allure is top tier, as Vert Vixen may have just made that mistake. The springboard stunner off the bottom rope by Jasmine Allure.
And you saw Vert Vixen drape over that rope. I mean, and, you know, I've watched both these women for years. I saw them when they came out of training. I've seen them in multiple promotions throughout Central Texas. As Jasmine Allure goes for the cover, but just to count a woman. So I've seen these women many times, and they always impress. They show their skill in the ring. I do wonder about Jasmine Allure because she wasn't always this way.
What do you wonder about Jasmine?
I wonder about her attitude because she wasn't always this way.
What do you mean she wasn't always what? She wasn't always a winner? Is that what you're saying?
No, she seemed respectful. But something has changed. I don't know what it is. But she's very confident. I'll give her that.
Maybe I can answer that for you, Stu, or maybe shed some light on it for you, because granted, I have not had the opportunity to have that conversation with Jasmine Allure, but just seeing what I am seeing out of this young lady here, she just drives Vert Vixen's head into that turnbuckle. she used to be respectful before. I would go for a guess that Jasmine Allure just realized that people like you weren't worth that in the first place, Stu. That nobody here is just flat out deserving of her respect. If you want the respect of a top-tier athlete, you got to do like everybody else and earn it. Well, let's not go too far. Let's relax here.
Come on. Jasmine Allure very proud of her antics there. Rolls Vert Vixen over, goes for the double hook. Good job. Only counted 2. Good on Jasmine Allure hooking both legs, trying to mitigate Vert Vixen kicking out.
That's right. Good on her for limiting her opponent's options and making sure that these dummies here in the crowd can chant till they're blue in the face. And it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Stop calling the fans dummies. They're good people.
I'm sorry the honesty hurt you so much, Stu.
Again, Jasmine, both legs hooked, but again, just a count of 2.
You see Jasmine Allure going for the hair. Smart maneuver on her, I think, making sure Vert Vixen cannot get away.
Those elbows to the back of the head. And then just pulls her over. And now, Jasmine Allure, I don't know if that was a pin attempt or what.
Well, the referee didn't know either. Get him out of there.
Just pounding Vert Vixen on the head there. Great. Did you see how she grapevine that arm of Vert Vixen?
Absolutely wonderful game plan by Jasmine Allure. Just like you said, Stu knew exactly what she had to do to keep player 1 down in that predicament just a little bit longer. Hooked to the arm, made sure he took away just half the offense from her. And you're seeing the results right now. Jasmine Allure still in control, but player 1, Vert Vixen.
Oh, but Jasmine Allure right back. Knee to the midsection, and now regains control of the match. As I try and go for a suplex, and see Vert Vixen lower her center of gravity.
And while I do think Jasmine Allure has a good game plan up to this point, I don't think it's a winning strategy to go strength for strength, but what do I know?
Suplex, just a count of 2. Jasmine Allure 1 count away from becoming the new women's champion. But this match continues.
But that's all it takes, Stu. Just like you said earlier yourself, that one slip-up is all it takes.
You're absolutely right. See Jasmine Allure tying her up, pulling her back on those arms, kind of a straitjacket type situation.
That's right, and I want to call attention to Jasmine Allure's knee there, right in the back of Vert Vixen, as she pulls her back and just driving that further and just slams her down on the mat.
You're exactly right. That knee causing more damage. And now just pulling on her, standing on her hair. Referee counting her off.
Why is the referee involving himself in a match like that? Well, these ladies need to fight.
The referee's supposed to enforce the rules.
Yes, he's supposed to. I agree.
Jasmine Allure, count of 2.
Should also be a faster count, but I guess that's neither here nor there.
This count is just fine.
Oh, I'm sure you think so, Stu. I'm sure you think so.
And now Jasmine Allure. Jasmine Allure has had control of this match for quite some time. Vert Vixen's got to find a way to get some momentum, mount some offense. Meanwhile, Jasmine Allure just draping her leg across the throat there.
I gotta say, Stu, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Jasmine Allure here tonight. I mean, of course, we're talking about her game plan so far, but I really think it bears repeating. She came into this match the underdog. I don't think any of us are going out on too far of a limb to say that. Vert Vixen, the bigger, stronger of these two ladies.
I will say this. I'm not sure you count her as an underdog because, again, they're so familiar with each other.
Sure, but
I wouldn't say so much of an underdog. Now, her viciousness has served her so far in this match.
Sure, but again, Vert Vixen has the size advantage in this situation. We said
she is a bit taller. You're right.
She doesn't want to go into a strike-for-strike exchange, but we have seen Jasmine utilize every advantage she's had. The momentum to hit the ropes, bouncing off of them, but taking a little bit too long. And Vert Vixen.
Now this may be the opportunity she needs, and she just wails on Jasmine Allure. Jasmine right back with that forearm.
Catches her flush along the boot. Calzadora gets player 1. Oh, plants her. Takes her over.
Takes her over. Going for the cover. Again, just a 2 count.
vicious face buster from the Cazadora.
And you can see the frustration on Jasmine Allure's face. She knows she's had control of this match.
Hold on, Stu. Jasmine Allure, we've seen this from her before. That octopus hold, we've seen her win multiple matches, multiple championships with this before.
Has Vert Vixen all tied up. Will Vert Vixen tap? Vert Vixen, now she turns it into a pinfall attempt and gets a 2 count.
Managing to avoid disaster is Vert Vixen, but Jasmine Allure right back on the attack, maintaining wrist control.
Jasmine Allure now almost like playing with her food.
Vert Vixen looking like she's not liking that.
Oh, and then just a roundhouse right to Jasmine Allure. Jasmine Allure right back as they trade blows. Big chop there by Vert Vixen.
And Jasmine Allure firing back in kind. Bit of tit for tat for these ladies. Vert Vixen now just laying those hard forearm shots just right across the jaw. Collarbone and enziguri kick.
Caught Jasmine Allure in the back of the head. Both women are down. As the referee starts his count. Let's see who gets to their feet first.
Referee counts. If he hits 10, it's a disqualification. Vert Vixen would retain.
It's a count. Yeah, it's a count out. Title cannot change hands by count out. Has to be a pinfall or submission. As Vert Vixen kipping up, Jasmine Allure up. Vert Vixen running over Jasmine Allure. Nice shoulder tackles there. As the waistline, beautiful German by Vert Vixen.
Absolutely planting Jasmine Allure with that nasty German suplex. Vert Vixen firing up.
Big kick.
Oh, God, I think I saw some teeth blight out on that one. And the red ring of death.
Stacks him up. Again, just a count of 2. But this might be the chance for Vert Vixen gaining the momentum in this match, gaining control of this match, to successfully defend her RWA Women's Championship.
She's on the way to that, but this is not the way you want to go. If you want to retain your championship, stop playing to these people in the crowd. A term I use loosely.
You're right. As Jasmine Allure kicks Vert Vixen going to the outside.
Bring in the ring, Bert. Let's go.
And now Jasmine Allure going out after her and just starts pounding the back of Vert Vixen.
As she should, just the frustration taking hold on Jasmine Allure, but I don't blame her here, Stu. What else does Jasmine have to do to put Vert Vixen away, rolling her back into the ring?
Because she knows she can't win the title outside the ring. Oh, beautiful maneuver there by Jasmine Allure. Goes for the cover, hits the leg. Again, just a count of 2.
Vert Vixen still alive, but Jasmine Allure going right back to that octopus hold, looking to put player 1 away.
As the head cocked in, pulling back on that right arm. Referee checking, see if Vert Vixen wants to submit. It would be incredibly surprising.
I would not be surprised at all. Look at this. Look at this maneuver.
Crossing the legs to add more force onto Vert Vixen's head.
I'll tell you what, Stu, if Vert Vixen does not tap, she is in danger of rupturing any number of muscles in that octopus hold. Her rotator cuff is torn, the neck muscles, everything there.
Oh, but look at Vert Vixen picking Jasmine Allure up and then just shoves her off.
Absolutely incredible display of strength by Vert Vixen. But Jasmine Allure with the boots to the face fights her off, manages to get to her feet.
Gets some separation there, and now looks like Jasmine Allure trying to go for that Cazadora.
But got caught.
And again, just a 2 count.
But Vert
Vixen, she going for a Scorpion. Scorpion deathlock here.
That's not a Scorpion. That's not a sharpshooter. That's the first-person shooter.
First-person shooter. Well, let's call it that then. As Jasmine Allure makes it to the ropes, forcing the rope break there. But you wonder how much damage has been done to the legs of the challenger, Jasmine Allure.
Exactly. All it takes is just a few moments in a hold like that, and you have done serious damage to your opponent. Oh, that'll do some serious damage.
Big kick and then just a paintbrush.
Burt Vixen firing back in kind, but gets caught by Jasmine Allure.
As they trade blows.
And the knee into the stunner.
Yeah, Jasmine Allure may have Burt Vixen right where she wants her.
I don't think May has anything to do with it. She does have her where she wants her. Plants her with that Rana right in the middle. The Hurricane Rana planning player one, but is it going to be enough for top tier Jasmine Allure to pick up the victory?
Yeah, now it was Jasmine Allure invoking the spirit of Eddie Guerrero there. Going up top. High risk, high reward. But here comes Burt Vixen. Burt Vixen climbs up after her.
Oh, this is dangerous. Both ladies up there now. Burt Vixen, you see her, she's got it hooked. She's got to be thinking superplex.
Can't end well for either one. Burt Vixen gets pushed off. Now, Jasmine Allure jumps up, but
catches her.
Vixen catches her.
The one-up power bomb. I think they may have taken the life out of Jasmine, but no, stays in it.
Just a 2 count. And now Burt Vixen, almost a brain buster there, hooks the leg for the win, and she gets the victory.
Game over.
And here's your winner, and still RWA Women's Champion, Burt Vixen.
A well-fought match. Again, both women knowing each other so well. In the end, Burt Vixen catching Jasmine Allure and able to get the 3 count for the victory. She is still the RWA Women's Champion. You see Burt Vixen extending her hand to Jasmine Allure.
Well, that's nice of her. That's great for Burt Vixen. I'm sure we're all touched.
These two know each other for years.
And good for them, but weren't we just saying about how it's supposed to be a fight between those ropes, and you're in there shaking and hugging hands? You know.
It's called sportsmanship. Let it happen.
I'd rather not.
Burt Vixen, player one, still the RWA Women's Champion. And thus we write another chapter in the story rivalry between her and Jasmine Allure.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is a singles match.
As we continue here at Final Reckoning, it's time to see the Oki. Facing his roots. Coming out from the back.
The wrestling capital of the world, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Weighing in at 180 pounds. The real Oki.
T.Y. Shane coming out to the ring.
From Oklahoma. Well,
Oklahoma.
That explains the smell.
It does explain a lot. As we await his opponent.
And his opponent. Pandora Productions presents a cinematic masterpiece starring the first ever Rose Cup winner. It is a coming of age story. Movie
with that Rhodes Cup that he won in our last event. T.Y. Shane, you see the referee having to basically hold T.Y. Shane back.
Let's use the term "won" loosely. He came out of that match with the Rhodes Cup, sure, but let's not pretend like he was the only one involved in that match there, Stu.
Well, but he won it.
And he is very lucky for that. That is good for him. I'm glad that he was the one who managed to profit off of everyone else's hard work in that match. And T.Y. Shane, there he goes. That's what I was going to say.
And now T.Y. Shane going after Movie Mike. Bell is sounded as T.Y. Shane just stomping a butthole in a Movie Mike.
I mean, I know T.Y. Shane is from Oklahoma, but I'm willing to overlook that right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing in the opening moments.
Big clothesline by Movie Mike.
Movie Mike catches him, scoop slam up and down.
Movie Mike hadn't even taken it, and now he gets his rain jacket off finally. And just whips him with that ring jacket.
With the weapon now, but let me guess, Stu, you're okay with that, right?
It's a ring jacket.
Of course, yes, thank you. You're okay with it, Stu, thank you. Movie Mike now.
I'm for anything that beats Oklahoma.
Oh, okay, so you're for cheating. I'm glad you got that on record, Stu. I guess you're for that, too.
Look at that. Had the referee distracted and hits the low blow on Movie Mike.
And the Okie now in control. T.Y. Shane now, I think he's got bad intentions on his mind, dragging him to that ring post.
And against the ring post. That will not help Movie Mike's day, that's for sure.
That's right, split at the junction, and I'm going to point out the obvious here. Those are not.
He's fighting Movie Mike.
Come on, we didn't see that. That wasn't on camera. You are asserting your
assumptions. It was on camera.
It was not. His back was to the camera. One of us is watching the feed here, Stu. Apparently it's not you.
I am watching.
Are you sure? T.Y. Shane now going back to work on Movie Mike, firmly in control.
You would think T.Y. Shane be a little happier. I mean, one of his own statesmen, Wyatt Hendrickson, winning the NCAA Heavyweight Championship. But T.Y. Shane, I think, might be nastier than he's ever been.
Oh, Fisherman suplex takes Movie Mike over. T.Y. Shane not going for the cover right away. I don't agree with that.
Gets the 2 count. I mean, T.Y. Shane, you know, you go back to that attack before the bell rang, and he has been in control ever since.
This crowd trying to get behind Movie Mike for all the good it's doing, and he's trying to fight off T.Y. Shane, but unsuccessful.
T.Y. Shane just pulling Movie Mike back with a hair. And now using the ropes. Referee having to separate him.
And T.Y. Shane breaking the hold as he should.
Well, after the referee separated
I'm sure a rule-following admirer like yourself is going to give him props for that.
He sends Movie Mike outside the ring.
Get up, you pig! Pig!
T.Y. Shane, he is in a mood tonight.
And can you blame him? I mean, he should have, arguably, walked out of that with the Rhodes Cup. And if I'm T.Y. Shane, I am absolutely livid that Movie Mike, of all people, has walked away with this trophy that I'm sure he believes he rightfully deserves, and he's going to show Movie Mike that.
I'm sure he does, as T.Y. Shane coming off the apron. Beat down Movie Mike. They fight outside the ring. And now, oh, good God, Movie Mike gets sent in the ring post.
Movie Mike might need to change his name after this. T.Y. Shane is going to send him to the discount bin at the rate we're going. He's going to be straight to DVD Mike if he's not careful.
Look at T.Y. Shane putting his foot on him. And he goes back in the ring just to break the count. While he was jawing with the fans.
And it's smart. It is smart. It shows awareness of T.Y. Shane knows that he is in control of this matchup and that he's got to break the count to continue inflicting this punishment on Movie Mike.
Suplexing Movie Mike on the ground there. Movie Mike has not found a way to even get any type of offense. It has been... This match has been totally in the control of T.Y. Shane.
And if you are T.Y. Shane, this is exactly feeding everything you already believe. You don't think Movie Mike deserves that Rhodes Cup. You don't think Movie Mike deserves anything he's gotten here. And T.Y. Shane, to his credit, has been putting that on display and is doing a good job of proving that point.
Center of the ring, count of 1.
But he's got to stay on Movie Mike. These delays between the pins and his offensive maneuvers, if anything is going to cost him in this match, I've got to believe it's that. He's got to stay focused.
You're absolutely right. He's got to stay on task as T.Y. Shane just driving that knee into the back of Movie Mike.
And that's exactly what we want to see, just wrenching that neck, making sure he is still in control but still applying the pressure onto Movie Mike.
Yeah, twisting the neck. You see Movie Mike trying to fight out of it. As he gets up to gets on both feet. And now blows to the midsection. Movie Mike off the ropes. Oh, but just gets met with that back elbow. And now T.Y. Shane hooking the leg for the victory. Just a count of 2.
Still not enough. Movie Mike, to his credit, as low as I may be to give it, he is staying alive in this matchup, and this is a perfect example of what we were just talking about, Stu. T.Y. Shane could be just absolutely pummeling Movie Mike as he does send him into the turnbuckle there, but these little pauses...
Big chop there by T.Y. Shane.
But these pauses where he's just trying to argue with the crowd, that's not going to do him any favors.
Again, he gets distracted by the fans. He's got to stay on task. Movie Mike reverses, send T.Y. Shane in the corner. And now Movie Mike trying to mount a little bit of offense, but T.Y. Shane just stops him in his tracks.
Oh, that vicious headbutt sends him down.
Shane hooking the leg. Again, just a count of 2.
I thought that would have been it. I mean, an Oki with a hard head, that'd put anybody down.
Movie Mike, winner of the Rhodes Cup. He gets a shot at the RWA Championship whenever he wants.
I don't know if you saw that, Stu, but T.Y. Shane going at the eyes of Movie Mike there did break it on the referee's count, but the damage may have been done. I mean, somebody rakes you in the eyes. That doesn't matter if you count to 1, 2, 4, 100. The damage is going to be done.
Yeah, it's going to help hinder the eyesight of Movie Mike. Movie Mike gets set in the corner again. And now T.Y. Shane just teeing off those rights. Reversal. T.Y. Shane in the corner. And now body blows from Movie Mike. Once again.
His own, but T.Y. Shane.
Nice boot. Boot to the midsection. T.Y. Shane.
Looked like a double dose of disaster for T.Y. Shane. Got caught with the kick from Movie Mike and then landed splitting the uprights there on the top rope.
Yeah, sends T.Y. Shane on the outside. This may be the chance for Movie Mike to get to recover, maybe gain some momentum.
I'll tell you what, if it's going to happen at any point in this match, it's going to be right now. There's as much of an opening as you can hope for.
Big clotheslines by Movie Mike. Picks him up, reverse atomic drop. And then just a straight right there by Movie Mike. And now Movie Mike with the momentum.
But can he keep it?
Sends T.Y. Shane the ropes. T.Y. Shane, that boot. Stopping Movie Mike once again.
Are you ready, Stu? He wants to know.
I think T.Y. Shane wants to go for his finisher. Oh, but he missed. Movie Mike moving out of the way.
Looked like he was mocking Movie Mike with that slow motion elbow. Don't know if that would have been his wisest maneuver. He managed to move out the way as we saw.
Didn't work. Movie Mike tossing T.Y. Shane, who slides right into that ring post.
Well, that's not karma for you. I don't know what is.
That may be. And now, Movie Mike going for the slow-mo. Big elbow.
And has him by the hair. Come on now.
Just pulls him out from the corner, hooks the leg. Just a 2 count. Smart on Movie Mike, though, pulling him out of the corner.
It's smart to pull the hair of your opponent. Okay, Stu.
Get a close-up on this.
He got him out of the corner to not have a rope break happen.
Well,
as Movie Mike.
You're not wrong. I'll give you that.
And now Movie Mike has T.Y. Shane up. T.Y. Shane, though, fighting out of it. Oh.
but just
And
throws
this- yeah,
Movie Mike across the second rope.
Yeah, almost like clothesline him.
Swinging neck breaker. Movie Mike is down. T.Y. Shane's going
T.Y.
for the
Shane.
pin, but he's having a little bit
For
of
the
trouble.
cover, hooking the leg. 2.5 there. T.Y. Shane almost getting a victory here. And now, you see T.Y. Shane, that front face lock.
And even just this is such a dangerous predicament to be in. I mean, we can see it right here on the camera. T.Y. Shane just has Movie Mike just cinched into that lock. He's not going anywhere. T.Y. Shane restricting the blood flow, restricting the air, the oxygen that can get to Movie Mike's brain. If he can't get out of this hold, this could very well be it.
And you know, he's got him in a position where Movie Mike can't get his legs under him to try to break this count.
Very good point.
Sitting out. And you see T.Y. Shane rather wrenching back on that front face lock.
That's a very good point, and just to that, you can see T.Y. Shane sitting directly on that leg, making sure Movie Mike has nowhere to go.
Oh, but look out.
Oh, but he manages to muscle out of it, just throws T.Y. Shane up in the air.
And now, oh, Movie Mike just tripping over T.Y. Shane there.
Looks like a drop down actually working for T.Y. Shane, and the rising knee catches Movie Mike flush in the jaw.
Movie Mike. Now Movie Mike, nice German.
T.Y. Shane trying to roll the safety. I don't know if there's any to be had in there, though. Movie Mike coming in hot. Oh, spear to the corner, catches him. Coming over.
And T.Y. Shane, he's in a bad way right now. Can Movie Mike capitalize on the victory?
Well, hold on, Stu.
What's Cordell doing?
Cordell's got that Rhodes.
He's got the Rhodes Cup. What's Cordell doing with the Rhodes Cup?
Well, I think you and I both know what Cordell is doing with that Rhodes Cup. Cordell feels like that should be his. You heard him earlier. Feels like he got robbed out of both his championship and other opportunities here at RWA.
Well,
I'm not surprised one bit, but hold on, T.Y. Shane.
T.Y. Shane, hooking leg, and gets the 3.
And your winner, T.Y. Shane.
T.Y. Shane taking advantage of the distraction from Cordell to get the victory. And meanwhile, Cordell still has that Rhodes Cup in his hands.
Smart of T.Y. Shane to seize the opportunity, but what is Cordell thinking? Does he just have sights on Movie Mike, maybe?
I mean, I don't know if he wants to.
We're still trying to see Cordell. Who knows at this point?
You got T.Y. Shane and Cordell on the outside. Cordell's got the cup. Meanwhile, Movie Mike in the ring trying to figure out what happened. As T.Y. Shane makes his exit. And Cordell sitting that cup on the apron.
Yeah, I will.
I think Cordell is setting his sights on Movie Mike. We'll have to see how this develops in the weeks to come.
Well, if you ask me, the writing's on the wall. It seems Cordell, if he didn't have a problem before, seems like he's got one now with Movie Mike. And if you ask me, Stu, definitely looks like the bullseye has his target set, and it is that Rhodes Cup.
It is, absolutely. As we get ready for our main event, again, want to shout out Bustin' for Autism, great charity promoting autism awareness. You can find it on your favorite social media platform, BUSTIN #4 Autism. We get set for our main event.
RWA fans, are you ready for the main event? The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Rhodes Wrestling Association Heavyweight Championship.
As we get set for our title match, here comes Vin Parker, who was successful in the 5-way elimination match at the top of the program. And so now he gets his shot at the RWA Championship. As we mentioned, a former Rhodes Wrestling Academy champion.
That's right, Ben Parker living up to that name, flawless here tonight so far. After, like you said, Stu, picking up the victory in our first match here tonight at Final Reckoning, that 5-way that earned him this opportunity to go as the Rhodes Wrestling Association champion, Jimmy House.
Who is coming out to the ring now. Jimmy House defeating Cordell last month to capture that RWA championship. This will be his first title defense against someone with a lot of experience and some cunning. RWA champion Jimmy House entering the ring, getting ready for battle.
There you see the champion with the prize right there, holding the championship of the Rhodes Wrestling Association up high for these fans to see. Something tells me they're not quite as appreciative as they should be, but nonetheless.
You don't like the
For
fans.
the Rhodes Wrestling Association Heavyweight Championship, introducing first, to my left, the challenger. From Jacksonville, North Carolina, weighing in at 190 pounds, Vin Parker! And to my right, the reigning and defending RWA Heavyweight Champion, Jimmy House!
Ring introductions out of the way.
And there's only one thing left.
And that's to fight. These fans showing their approval, their loyalty to Jimmy House.
Yeah, the impartial crowd we've got here at Ativalu tonight. Referee Manny showing the belt, showing what the prize is right there, and Ben Parker might be marking his territory there, Stu. Might be something a little prophetic there.
I think you may be right.
Well, you heard him.
Jimmy House ready to fight. Bing, bell is sounded.
I know you're watching.
Here we go.
This is for you,
As Vin Parker.
Looks like he's still got a message for his wife, but he's got to pick his spots with that. He's Jimmy House. Vicious shoulder blocks in the corner coming out.
Don't mess around. Jimmy House will take you apart.
Coming out like a house of fire. You see what I did there, Stu? You get that? See?
Absolutely.
That's what the pros do. Vin Parker in the corner there, eating that spin kick from Jimmy House.
Now, Vin Parker into the corner hard. Bouncing off that turnbuckle. Oh, Jimmy House, taking issue with what Vin Parker said about his fiance.
As any man would, right, Stu? I mean, none of us are going to blame Jimmy House for having that reaction. But I am going to say that plays right into Vin Parker's plan. The question now is, can Vin Parker weather the storm he's brought on himself?
Well, and that's the thing. If the anger that Jimmy House has might cloud his strategy, and Vin Parker could take advantage of it. We shall see.
And it's only going to take that one little misstep for Vin Parker to capitalize. But I will say, to Jimmy House's credit, he is firmly in control. That heel toss across the ring.
Tossing Vin Parker like he's just a sack of potatoes. I don't think Vin Parker knows what day of the week it is.
Well, I don't know if Vin Parker knows that under normal circumstances. But Jimmy House kicked in midsection.
Now it looks like Jimmy House setting up for a possible suplex. That's exact. Nope.
No, Vin Parker floating over. shoving Jimmy House out of the way, opting to create a little bit of distance and space, buying himself some time.
Creating some separation. Vin Parker taking a further outside.
I think this is a smart play, Stu. You can't change how the match started, but you can get
been your seat right here,
Go
Claire.
outside, catch your breath,
Where you at?
get right back in.
Come on, Claire.
Vin Parker loves himself a camera. That's for sure.
Well,
Keeps talking to the camera. Still staying to the task at hand.
hold on. Speaking of camera, Jimmy House coming up behind that one.
Oh, big drop kick. They're on outside the ring.
They have busted his nose open, trying to see if we can get some footage there. Vin Parker looks like, no, he's on the ground. But felt the impact of that drop kick undoubtedly sent him flying across the mat.
I mean, you see Jimmy House. He is in a mood. Vin Parker.
Trying to fight back, but Jimmy House just still.
They're both battling on the outside. Oh, big chop there by Jimmy House.
Can we follow instructions? Oh, I'm pretty sure it was you.
No, it was not. Now Jimmy House getting the ring just long enough to break the count.
Come on, Jimmy, stop. Jimmy, Claire, you wouldn't want
Vin
this.
Parker pinned
Claire,
up against that
Claire wouldn't want this
guardrail.
for you, Jimmy. Claire wouldn't want this.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I think they heard that downtown Austin.
I think that caved in his rib cage.
Vin Parker, if this is a part of your plan, you might need to call an audible, my friend.
Vin Parker, and you know that's gotta hinder his breathing. Oh, Parker up and over, and
lucky for him, if
forearm to the back.
If Jimmy House, he was going for that suplex on the apron. Hold on, Vin Parker got him. No! Oh, just
utilizing the ring post. And that will definitely slow you down.
to say the least.
It's the right one, right?
And now Vin Parker's going to work. Oh. Wrapping that surgically repaired knee across around the ring post.
And we touched on this a little bit earlier, Stu, but I want to point it out again. Those ring posts are not the round ones. Those are square, very sharp pointed edges. If you crash your knee into that, you're in danger of tearing your ligaments. Who knows what type of damage could be done.
Oh, watch out, Vin Parker.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good God. Drive by. And just pommels the leg again.
Jimmy House may be done. That may have cracked that man's femur. That was as flush of a hit as Vin Parker could have hoped for.
And that was the knee that he had to sit out for almost a year as he had injured. Vin Parker going to work.
Vin Parker knows that just as well as you or I do, Stu. You see him focusing in, and this is the game plan, I think, that Vin Parker had going in, those mind games about Jimmy House's significant other, everything to get him to focus on anything except this right now. Vin Parker in the middle of that ring.
I think you may be right. Vin Parker again punishing that right knee. I mean, you see that brace, it's almost like a target.
That's absolutely what it is.
And look, it is a strategy used by legends. The Minnesota Wrecking Crew, famous for taking a body part and just wearing it down, and that's exactly what Vin Parker is doing.
Jimmy House, though, does manage to fight out of it. Looks like Vin Parker maybe going for a leg lock, a leapfrog.
Over.
Shoves him into the ropes. Vin Parker now gets caught with the headlock.
Headlock on Vin Parker. You see him trying to get some feeling back in that leg.
I was going to say, I think this is just Jimmy House trying to buy himself some breathing room as much as anything else.
I mean, and almost like a bulldog choke there by Jimmy House.
Oh, look at the face of Vin Parker. He's feeling all of that.
Yeah, his eyes going wide, gasping for breath. Again, this match for the RWA Championship. The champion, Jimmy House. The challenger, Vin Parker. And let's not forget, Vin Parker has wrestled already tonight. So this is his second match.
It's a very good point to remember. The champion is fresh going in, but Vin Parker with the pin. No, just a two.
Just a 2 count. Almost became champion, and Parker kicking the knee there. Slowing him down. Now hooks the leg for the cover. Again, just a 2 count.
Vin Parker, just that menacing look into the camera.
Yeah, he is all kinds of evil.
That'll chill you to the bone right there. And he's going right back to work.
Kicking that hamstring. Boot to the hamstring. Stretching it out, and now Vin Parker turning him around. now, you're going for a figure four.
Yes, he is.
Figure four leg lock. And he's got that leg crossed against that surgically repaired knee.
That's right, that surgically repaired knee, that knee that took Jimmy House out, that knee that caused him to go into rehab, that knee injury that almost put him on the shelf for good is now being wrenched and torn at in this figure four leg lock by Vin Parker.
And House has got to be careful to not let his shoulders hit the mat. You see the referee making the count there. As Jimmy House, and he's counting, and again, all but he sits up.
And Jimmy House is still caught in this figure four leg lock, trying to literally fight out of it. Throwing these heavy right hands.
And he reverses it. He reverses. Oh, now the pressure's on Parker. Now the pressure's on Parker.
And Jimmy House putting as much torque as he can on the knee of Vin Parker, looking to return the favor at this point in the game. Can Vin Parker get to the ropes in time?
Claire, please help me. Pushing up. Jimmy House trying to push up as well. Can Vin Parker, like you said, reach the ropes? He's almost there. And he grabs the ropes.
One finger.
Got to cause the rope break.
It may be only one finger, but that's all it takes.
That's all it takes. You're absolutely right. There's Jimmy House. Tries to get some separation, try to get some feeling back into that knee.
But I gotta say, Stu, may have been too much damage done. At this point, Jimmy House looks like he's having trouble even standing up, getting to a vertical base. What is he gonna do?
I think you may be right. Vin Parker, slow to get up as well.
Jimmy House, here he comes, but you see it right there.
Just limping.
Too slow. Just might as well have yelled that he was coming in at Vin Parker.
Catch him back elbow.
Elbow.
House with that German suplex, and he keeps his grip.
Vin Parker may have made a mistake.
And another German. Stacks him up. Oh, did he go for three amigos? House is feeling it. He's got the grip, picks him up, and hits a third. Goes for the pin. But no, 2.5 on the count.
I gotta say, Stu, that third one was the most impressive of them all. I don't know if you caught it, but it was a pause there. That was a straight deadlift into that German suplex by Jimmy House. All credit in the world to him managing to pull that off at all, much less with that injured leg that he's got.
You see him favoring that knee of his. Meanwhile, Vin Parker trying to pull himself up in the opposite corner. This crowd getting behind Jimmy House. Goes in.
Oh, drop toe hold, catches him, sends Jimmy House face first into that middle turnbuckle. And the kick puts Vin Parker back on top. As flawless as he can be now. Just raking at the nose.
Pulling back on the nose. And now sits him on. Oh my God, he's sitting him on that top turnbuckle. What has Vin Parker got in store?
Your guess is as good as mine, but I think we both know it's nothing good. Jimmy House has got to get out of that predicament if he can, but Vin Parker using that top rope for leverage.
And now Jimmy House tied up in the tree of woe. And Vin Parker calling for a camera.
And Jimmy House with nowhere to go, completely at the mercy of Vin Parker, just like you said, caught up in that tree of woe. What can you do? If you're Jimmy House is stuck.
Why is Vin Parker wasting all this time with the camera? He should just go for the win.
Because this is about proving a point, Stu.
It should be about winning the title.
They're not mutually exclusive, but I wouldn't expect you to understand that, Stu. You know that Vin Parker definitely possesses the ability and the know-how to get to this victory, as well as I do, but you also know that Vin Parker is about the mind game of this as well, and he's about driving both of those feet into the face of Jimmy House.
Big kick there by Parker, rolling around, going for the cover to win the title. Kick out at 2. And I will say, I think if Vin Parker had stayed on task, had done that move instead of sit there and talk to the camera, he might have gotten the victory there.
Well, hey, I'm not even going to say you're wrong with that, Stu, but I will say that Vin Parker may not have picked up the victory there, but he definitely sent the message he was trying to send.
Throws it right. Jimmy House. blows. Vin Parker with kicks, chops. Both men just trading blows there in the center of the ring.
But
Parker
again,
spaghetti legs.
Jimmy House, you see him favoring that knee. Just too much damage has been done. Managing to fight through, but still that limp. You see him running. Oh, double crossbody. Takes them both out.
They just collide there in the center of the ring. Both men down.
Just
now, our referee Manny starting the count.
An absolute collision in the middle of that ring. This is right back, Stu, to being absolutely anyone's match. This comes down right now to who's going to get to their feet first. Is it going to be Jimmy House? Is it going to be Vin Parker? Whoever it is definitely becomes the favorite.
Count up to 6. Double count out does no favors for Vin Parker. Count up to 8.
But you see Vin
Parker on all fours. And now Jimmy House back up.
But again, just a little too slow to get there. Manages to catch Vin.
Hits the clotheslines.
But there
and
you
now
see it.
Parker picks him up, fisherman suplex.
With the hook, no.
But gets a 2 count. And now
a perfect fisherman suplex there by Vin Parker.
And now half crab by Vin Parker. Reaching back.
He's got that deep. He is sit back right on the small of the back of Jimmy House.
And he's pulling back on that surgically repaired knee. That knee that he has been working on all match long.
Jimmy House is going to need a whole other surgery by the time Vin Parker's done. He's going to need a new knee, a new spine, new everything. Doctor's going to tell him he needs a new backiotomy by the time he gets out of here tonight.
Jimmy House was close to the ropes, but Vin Parker pulling him to the center of the ring. Finally getting some separation. Here comes House.
Oh, did you hear that?
Runs right into that knee. And now Parker.
Oh, God.
But House catches him, just plants him on the canvas.
That spine buster just
now,
killer.
Going for the cover. Again. Just the count of 2.
And look at the desperation coming over the face of Jimmy House. I mean, this man who has endured punishment, both physical and mental, in this match. And Vin Parker, I'm sure it's no surprise to you or I, being one of the most relentless individuals here. But if you're Jimmy House, what else do you have to do to this man?
Well, and yeah, that's what that face is saying. What more can I do?
Oh, leapfrog. Jimmy House hit that.
Just ran into the ring post. Parker trying to, almost like a hidden blade there by Parker.
Not so
for
hidden.
The win. 2 3/4.
I don't know how hidden it is if it hits you right in the face like that, but hey, it's hard to argue with the results. Vin Parker now.
Parker just mouthing, trash talking Jimmy House there. And now what's Parker got in store as he takes off his elbow pad.
Sizing him up as Vin Parker.
Framing him up. Oh, misses. House with a kick. And then a clothesline. And Superman punch there by House.
But you notice only lifted off of one leg, had the damaged one up in the air.
Still enough. Now House pulling down the straps.
Oh, collision in midair. Looks like both men going for their own maneuver and just disaster happened, unfortunately. It's not ballet, folks, like they tell you. Both men now having to get back to their feet.
And now Parker going after House. House with those uppercuts. Now he has Parker in his grasp.
Just has been a fireman's carry, but Vin Parker
goes to the ropes.
Vin Parker having the know-how to shift his weight, tilt Jimmy House over to the ropes, but hold on! The referee got hit!
Yep. That was inadvertent kick by Parker.
Well, see, we've been talking about this referee this entire match. If he was not out of position, we would not be having this problem right now.
In position. Spear by House.
Is he?
Spear by House, but there's no referee.
Well, there is one, but his position is face down on the mat right now, Stu.
Yeah, the referee is down. As House hooking the leg.
And these fans here are counting. They can count to 50 as far as I care. It's not going to have any effect on what's going on here.
It's got to be the man in the stripes. as Jimmy House makes it back to his feet. He goes over, tries to get the referee back, get him up. Oh, but look at Parker. Parker's got those brass knucks. And unlike earlier, this is not a multi-man match.
It's not a multi-man match, but who's going to get the referee to disqualify him here? The referee, again, if he was actually good at his job, would still be able to officiate this match. I'm not going to fault Vin Parker.
Jimmy House goes after him.
I'm not going to fault Vin Parker for trying to win this match and using every advantage he has. He should be doing that.
Going for the suplex. Oh, he catches. Oh, and it just that roundhouse right.
God, we heard that
Hook in the leg.
We heard the crack against Jimmy's jaw up here.
And the referee's still down.
Oh, just ring the bell. We might as well.
Oh, but we wouldn't ring the bell when Jimmy House had it.
Well, no, because you could count to 500. Jimmy House is not going to get up. This is just a formality at
The
this
referee
point.
is still down. And now Vin Parker goes over the referee trying to revive him. And now, referee finally making it back.
That's right, get him to
Vin
count,
Parker
Vin.
hooking the leg to win the title. There's a 2.
Come on, Vin, you're right
And,
there.
oh no!
Are you kidding me?
2.9! And Vin Parker can't believe it either.
I can't believe it. How? Stu, how is this match still going?
It's beyond me. And now Vin Parker, he's got the knucks.
No, this doesn't. He doesn't have the knucks. What are you talking about?
But he was showing the knucks to
No,
the referee.
he was. If anything, I think
before
he was
he
trying.
took him off.
I think he was trying to make the referee aware of
And now-
Jimmy House's shenanigans.
Vin Parker sized him up. Oh, missed again. Missile drop kick by House.
Vin Parker sent to the apron.
Yeah, he's on the apron. Jimmy House makes it over. Oh, just gets clotheslined there with that top rope.
Vin Parker making the opening he needed. Now dragging Jimmy House out to the apron as well. Both of these men now.
Precarious position for both men as they fight on the apron.
No matter where you're going when you're there, it's bad news. If it's down to the floor, if it's on that hard steel edge of that apron, you're going to feel every bit of it.
As they trade blows.
Fatigue may be wearing it at this point. Both of these guys know.
You got to imagine, as hard as both these men have been fighting, you got to imagine fatigue is starting to set in. Oh. House trying for a suplex.
Vin Parker,
Couldn't
no,
get him
man,
up.
just fight out of it.
And now Parker ends up back in the ring, though. And now, no.
Vin Parker, both these men trading back and forth, but just a vicious headbutt by Vin Parker.
Headbutt by Parker, sending Jimmy House reeling backwards.
Vin Parker taking the time to monologue in the camera.
I mean, I guess we don't need to do commentary. Vin's going to commentate the match himself.
Well, he's a man of many talents, Stu.
Vin Parker misses off the ropes. Oh, gets a spear!
God! Jimmy House looked like he was going to rip Vin Parker in half.
He exploded on Parker with that spear. And now House got to take advantage of it.
Can he take advantage of it? That's the question. Jimmy House looks like he's feeling great, but let's not forget.
Has him in the position.
Has him up.
Plants him.
The jackhammer plants him. He got
Hooks
all
the
of
leg.
it. Hold on.
And 3.
The foot was up. What?
And your winner, and still your Rhodes Wrestling Association Heavyweight Champion, Jimmy House.
You've got to be kidding me. Vin Parker had this match won. Who is this referee, Stu, that has officiating this match? Dustin should get out here and get some order. This is insane. Jimmy House manages to just fleece, rob, win by hook and crook, combined together in their own blasphemous tag team, walking away with this championship. Vin Parker had his foot on the rope, Stu.
I will say, I will give you that. Referee was out of position, and on the roll-up, Parker did seem to have his foot on the ropes.
My foot was on the damn rope. Watch the footage back. Jimmy House did not win.
Still, the RWA heavyweight champion, Jimmy House.
I almost blacked out. Ben Parker. Justice for Ben Parker. Get that hashtag trending. Justice for Ben Parker.
What a match. What a night of great action here at the RWA. Make sure you join us April 27th, Spring Chaos Tag Team Tournament.
And thank you
Get your
again.
tickets now.
Thank you again to our sponsors, Bustin' for Autism. Make sure you check them out. Bustin'sForAutism.com. Stu, I would say it's been an honor, but I wouldn't want to lie to your face like that, my friend. But nonetheless, I hope we get to do this again sometime.
I hope so too. For Mike Wilkes, I'm Stu Myrick. Good night from Williamson County.
Yeah! Love you guys so much. Thank you for coming.